The Happytime Murders isn't just a fantastical film noir in the vein of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's a punch in the nose for everyone, inside and outside of the entertainment industry, who thinks puppeteering isn't a serious art form. The raunchy comedy follows a human detective and a puppet detective as they investigate who's killing off the cast of the Happytime Gang, a once popular sitcom in the vein of The Muppets. The murder mystery here, like the mystery in many film noirs, is just an excuse to poke around the edges of society and see which demons pop out of the shadows. The cute puppets reveal themselves to be porn addicts, drug addicts, plastic surgery addicts, sex addicts, and worse.
For 50 cents, Goofer will give you a felty.
That's the joke, and a lot of the time it's funny, but it's not just raunchy, it's the point of the story. The puppets in the Happytime Murders are second-class citizens, subject to marginalization wherever they go. Unlike Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which presented a world in which cartoons were real but almost all of them were innocent, the Happytime Murders argues that puppets, and by extension puppeteers, are complex, flawed, and even tragic people. They may be entertaining, but the attitude from audiences and studios alike is that they are disposable entertainment, and that's unjust and cruel, literally and figuratively. The Happytime Murders is an extreme reaction to the state of the mainstream puppet art form. It's heavy on sexual humor and violence because subtlety won't make the point that puppets can be used to tell stories that aren't family-friendly. It's weird and crazy because there was no other option. As a result, the Happytime Murders isn't nuanced. It's a blunt instrument, but it's mostly effective. The film's constant juxtaposition between serious sex and violence and cuddly puppet imagery is usually amusing, sometimes hilarious, and it only occasionally looks like the film's trying way too hard to be offensive, at the cost of the story and characters. The Happytime Murders is more interesting and nuanced than its raunchy, violent humor suggests. The puppeteering is fantastic, the characters are interesting, and although the story isn't ingenious, the jokes are usually funny. But the film works best as a strongly worded, overdue statement that puppeteering is a more versatile art form than most people realize, and can be used to tell any kind of story, even a profane one.